so much. Koolliffe.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is used to the Sahara Reporters office.
Number
146 West 29th Street, New York, New York. This is my 7th floor. Let me check if I have. I still don't have collect mails from here. How are you, sir? Okay. I wanted to check if I have mails.
Yes, what kind of camera is this with 3 lenses?
That's like 15 lenses.
A long distance runner.
Oh, we'll be seeing that.
Yeah. And I swim.
And you swim,
I know,
especially
so,
where you come from,
yeah.
Nigeria.
So I'm a swimmer, I'm a long distance runner. Those are the 2 major sports I do, but I used to play soccer, but like many of you who might be watching me, my father hated soccer, There are 3 things my father hated in life when I was growing up. And he hated me playing soccer.
Okay.
And he said I would never allow my child to join the military.
Yeah.
He hated military rule or the military service or services at that time. And thirdly, he hated Lagos.
Yeah. Hello viewers, my name is Koollife Kolawole from KTV, all the way from New York. I am here to introduce one of the greatest activists in our community, and this person has impacted our community so greatly, especially in Nigeria, Africa, and across the world. This person has sacrificed freedom, his comfort, the family lifetime to fight injustice across the world, Africa, especially in Nigeria. This person is the founder of Sahara Reporters, operated in New York, America, and is also the founder of AAC party in Nigeria. He also the presidential candidate who contested against President Buhari in 2019. We cannot say it all because of time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Omoyele Sowore live in United States of America. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much for having me. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
After 4 years in detention, Chief Mashood Abiola finally came home on Saturday. But instead of the hero's welcome his supporters had hoped to give him when this day arrived, Chief Abiola was making this final journey in a coffin. It was an emotional moment for his family and the small crowd of followers who were waiting to receive the body in the early morning. For some, it was just too much. Chief Abiola's funeral had been postponed since his death on Tuesday from an apparent heart attack, so that an official post-mortem could be performed. The Nigerian authorities have been anxious to disprove allegations by his supporters that foul play was involved, and a team of international pathologists had been flown into Nigeria to assist local medical teams. As Islamic prayers were recited inside the compound, outside, heavily armed police were on hand in anticipation of violence. By midday, thousands of mourners were streaming into the residence to offer their condolences to the Abiola family. For them, he was much more than just a political leader.
Well, it symbolized hope to us, it symbolized great future.
I feel a big void and a loss. Irreplaceable. We just lost a gem. He'll never come back again.
Some were able to pay their final respects to Chief Abiola and view his body as it lay wrapped in a white cloth awaiting burial. Tensions rose when a group of students demanded they should also be allowed to see Chief Abiola's body. Appeals by family members for calm avoided violence, but the atmosphere remained volatile.
The Abiola family wanted a quiet and dignified funeral, but when the body appeared, the crowd went wild with emotion.
There was pandemonium as people scrambled to get a last glimpse of their hero. But in the Muslim tradition, there was no ceremony, and in a matter of minutes, the body was in the ground. The students clambered over the grave, chanting militant songs and shoveling the earth while a police helicopter hovered overhead. although the final autopsy results will only be known in the coming weeks. A short time after the funeral, the international medical team involved announced their preliminary findings.
At this time, our preliminary opinion is that the death was due to natural causes.
But this is unlikely to satisfy Abiola's followers, who blame the military for his death. After the burial, angry youths taunted police outside the gates of the Abiola residence. There are fears of outbreaks of violence as emotions run high. Chief Abiola's family and supporters are now coming to terms with the realization that he is gone. But his death also raises serious questions about Nigeria's road to democracy and who can now fill the void which his death has created. Bob Cohen, CNN, Lagos, Nigeria.
Politicians in Nigeria, they don't move far. They can't go anywhere. I said they don't go far.
They know they go anywhere.
Some of these people, they don't sleep with mommy water. They don't acquire all power from.
They don't get any power. Now the people where they give them impression.
Okay, check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
Nigerian people themselves. If you tell Nigerian people now something, they will not believe you. But if a politician open his mouth, they will fall for it.
It's brainwashing now.
Imagine a governor pay almost $1 million for tuition of his children.
You also see the mindset.
His mindset. Hey, how can you say he's comfortable here?
Say politicians they sleep with my water. Politicians don't sleep with my. They don't sleep on day week. That's what they are taking advantage of you.
Exclusive at koollifetv.com.
Welcome, Mr. Sowore, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to introduce you once again, because I know you are used to this every time. The last time I see one of your posts at Rise News recently,
Yes.
that you spoke about something. Kindly tell us, who is Omoyele Sowore and how did you end up in United States of America?
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I am a Nigerian,
Yeah.
and I grew up in Niger Delta region of Nigeria, particularly Ondo State.
Okay.
And I attended primary school in Ondo State,
Yes.
in the Creeks,
Okay.
and also attended the University of Lagos. So in 1999, I came to the US on what I would describe as self-exile.
Yeah.
Because the reason I say self-exile is because I fought alongside many great Nigerians to drive the military out of power. And it wouldn't make sense to say that I was exiled, because when everybody was leaving,
Yes.
I did not leave. I stayed and fought, and I was bruised in the process, but I needed a break when we were planning the next phase of transition to democracy.
Yeah.
I decided to leave in 1999, and I came here and obtained a master's degree at Columbia University here in New York.
Yes, sir.
And after I was done, a few years later, I started Sahara Reporters, and my office is
Just
actually down
corner.
the street, around the corner.
Yeah, wow.
And then that was the next phase of my life.
Okay.
That took me to where I am now.
Today.
And I'm sure things I will be discussing shortly.
Yeah, thank you very much. And what do you think, why you suit and you're the best candidate for the Nigerian president? What makes you think?
Well, you say I completely had something against politics when I was growing up. Even when I was a student activist, I was an activist that was against partisan politics. I hated politicians. I never wanted to be addressed as a person known and referred to as a politician, because in my view, it is the same thing as calling somebody a thief,
Yeah.
or a liar, or a deceiver. But I felt that if great people don't participate in leadership, the dregs of society will continue to manage the affairs of people of my country, and any country for that matter.
Yeah.
This might sound like a cliche, but it is the reality that Nigeria had never enjoyed the kind of visionary leadership that could have taken Nigeria to that special position on the continent of Africa
Yeah.
and the world. And so at that point,
Yeah.
I must say that I had done media to a point that I was convinced that media by itself cannot change society.
Yeah.
And America, where we are seated today, this my streets where Sahara Reporters used to be, has all kinds of newspapers. I mean, my building alone had over 10 media companies producing documentaries. There's a real estate newspaper, the Sahara Reporters, the radio stations, just on that block alone. Yet, America is the way it is today.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to plunge myself into what I would describe as revolutionary politics. That's why I started heading back home to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Starting from 2016, 2017, and by 2018, I decided to make the most of my decisions to participate in politics and to become president of Nigeria. And to also disrupt the political system there. So I was the candidate of disruption in 2019.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but people may say, because some of the things, because I've been on the streets, and when we're trying to campaign in the Gambia, in Senegal, in Liberia, in West Africa, also in Australia, a lot of people they actually know more of Sahara Reporter than Omoyele Sowore.
Yes.
Because they have seen a lot of great work that we Sahara Reporter have done. But if you tell people, did you know, is it the owner of Omoyele Sowore? Is it the owner, or is it the founder, or how is it related? So the question is that we have different political. Is it necessary for you to be a Nigerian president before you can take a shape, or why can't you take a position in terms of AU, UN, international? I think we have different areas of international organization. What do you think about that? Can't you be one of take a political thing which you can shape Nigeria from that platform?
If these positions you have described could help Nigeria, Nigeria will be in the situation that it is today. Because there are more than enough Nigerians who work at the AU, at the UN. In fact, there are Nigerians who work in the ICT sector here in America. There are people who work in tech, at Google, at Facebook, and they have a lot of influence. But they can't change Nigeria to change Nigeria, you have to be having the most important position in Nigeria. That's the position of the president of Nigeria. There's no question about it. Because some people have also asked, why don't you go for Senate in Nigeria? Why don't you go as governor of your state?
Councillor.
Or councillor, you know. One of the things I don't do in life is that I don't allow people to project their weaknesses on me, or fears on me. And a lot of people do these things because they're afraid. You know, they feel inadequate to be who they are planned to be. Because those who are running Nigeria has made it look as if it's rocket science to run the country, whereas it is nothing. As I usually say, if I were to sleep 24/7, I could run Nigeria. Nigeria would be better than it is today. That is, in my sleep, I can run Nigeria as a better country. So there's no reason to debate, qualification. I'm qualified to be president of Nigeria constitutionally. I have the exposure, I have the character, I have the vision. If you know Sahara Reporters, which was a global media company I started on a laptop, and it became a global company within less than 10 years, then why would you worry about the owner of Sahara Reporters making Nigeria become of global standard? No question about that. If I had been Nigeria's president since 2018, we would not be sitting here. We will be sitting in Nigeria discussing how much progress we've made in just a few years. Now you are probably going to be saying, how did you do it? How is it that you have electricity? How is it that you have your roads are in order? Why is it that your schools are working? And I'll be telling you, no, we haven't done enough. Because by now, I'll be on my second tenure. That is what I wanted for people to realize, that there is no reason to second guess capacity or capability or character here. What you can second guess is your own limitations. But I don't have to be limited by other people's, limitations or visions. So, and I'm not saying it to say that people who say that are foolish.
People that works there. So
but I'm just saying that this is what I know will become the solution of Nigeria's problem.
with your experience during your campaign, I know sometimes when you were trying, because I saw you when you were doing that campaign, you go all over almost. You even went more than any president, even during the campaign.
There's nobody in Nigeria's history, and I make bold to say that, that's ever done my kind of global
rally campaign. I
started with town hall meetings. I went around the world. Including visiting 4 cities in Australia in a week. From Brisbane, I was in Melbourne, I was in Sydney, I ended up in Perth. And in all these places, I had town hall meetings. And I explained to Nigerians how Nigeria was such a great place and how I intend to even bring them back home. Individually or collectively, whichever way they want to come back. And I went to South Africa, I went to Canada, I attended almost all the states in the US where you have Nigerians. I went to some places I went twice. And I went to all the states in Nigeria except Borno and Yobe at that time. And I think Ebonyi, but later we went back to Ebonyi. And I met people, in markets. I met them in religious places. I went to schools. I did town hall meetings. I did rallies. And I, on my own, figured out Nigeria, not just by understanding it. I studied geography and planning, but also by visiting and interaction and engagement with the people. So I came back with a holistic understanding of what Nigerians need everywhere you could find them. I knew what the diasporans wanted. They wanted the ability to vote and a country they can visit or relocate to when they're tired of their, out of country location. I wanted what the Northerners want. The women want their children to go to school. I know that the youth wanted schools. They want jobs. They want, adults want jobs. They want stability. People in general want security, both at economic and physical levels. Older people want their pensions paid. Workers wanted a living wage. I dissected and brought together all of this and analyzed it, synthesized it, and came to the conclusion that Nigeria didn't really have a problem. Going by what I found out. And it was why it became painful to me that Nigerians don't say it, that is not the problem. The problem is the kind of leaders you keep voting into power, the kind of elements that is empowered in our society to even approach the position of leadership is the problem of the country. Nigeria doesn't have a problem. Compared to other countries that I've been to, Nigeria is virgin land for development. Nigeria is a place where if you wake up today, you want to turn it into a completely different country. There's plenty of land. If you want to produce food, if you spit, it will grow. All right? If you want to produce electricity, I found a solution to it. I found that there's multidimensional ways of ending poverty, the so-called multidimensional poverty, so that Nigeria doesn't become a subject for study in American universities about poverty, where we would have been about progress by now.
So, all right, thank you for that. And with your rally, like I said, you've seen experience, you gain more experience, because I believe you gain more experience when you're doing, because seeing the reality on ground is totally different. And you see the way of the youth mentality that we have. We have a lot of people that support you, and also we have a lot of youth that opposite you and stuff like that. Like some of the questions you just raised right now is that during your campaign, you discovered that the market women, the talks, the agbero, they are very radical. They are very outside there to believe, to vote, because as a result of the kind of leadership you have in Nigeria, determine the kind of people that vote them in. Because when people say that Nigerian vote does not count, then why are they buying ballot papers? Why they give them 10,000? Why they give, if they believe, why are they bribing people in the INEC office if the vote does not count? But what I have studied is that they use this intimidation and bullying to scare people not to come outside to vote. So as a result, we have the togglers, the agberos, the market women, the other people.
But let me surprise you. Right? When we would come in contact with the thugs, it was with reverence. I said, oh, Sowore people, you're different. We came across a lot of thugs in 2018 and 2019 in particular. And we didn't have police. We didn't have police because we would travel by ourselves. We arranged our own security, but there was nowhere we couldn't go to. In some places it was difficult, particularly Lagos, because, they carpeted Lagos. Lagos is carpeted with thugs everywhere. But I will tell you that no group of thugs could ever force me to pay them. Because I'll make it very clear that I have no money to give you. You're at liberty to detain me or kill me if you want. But I have the same right as every one of you. And I can't pay you to come and save you. And they respect that. Because some of the thugs, the people we call thugs are graduates.
All right. I saw some video in the past where during the time of MQ Abiola, you were in the video in the background, you were doing your activism during Abacha time, when things were so hard, when there was no internet that can even save you, that can help you to communicate with people. At that time, there's no way you can communicate with anybody. If you are locked up, some people might not see you for 2 years, 3 years. But at that time, I see you outside, a lot of people were outside like you, and at that time, it was military regime. You dare not even come outside, you risk your life. But you came outside and some people came outside. So now, do you want to tell me that the youth we have there at that time and the youth we have today, when the internet has come, where people can be on the internet, or people can be on, we have that kind of thing called internet Yahoo, we have people, musicians, we have many things that people, internet, social media, that people have become addicted to internet. Don't you think some of those things are the one that affected some of the youth to have that orientation and to hijack back their country from this cabal?
So let me tell you what it did to Nigerian youth. And if you studied anywhere in the world, you understand why it's effective. The moment you take legitimate education away from young people, I'm not talking about literacy, I'm talking about education. Because you can go to school and you will not understand anything. Because they remove your teachers, they remove, even in some places in Nigeria, remove the roof in the classroom. So over time, the first thing the Nigerian political elite did was to attack education. When I was in the university, we still had education because water was running in my hostel. We had mosquito nets, we had electricity at the University of Lagos. And our classrooms were decent. But over the years, they've taken away all the subsidies that could make people have real education. So you are not producing young people who are not educated. Being a social media influencer is not the same thing as being educated. In fact, having a PhD these days doesn't mean that you're educated, because it may just mean that you have figured out how to get the certificate. And you may not have the knowledge. So it is why Nigeria became what it is. When you had a huge population of people who went through school and schools didn't go through them, then you can understand why there's no consciousness. And any education or literacy that doesn't give you consciousness is just another name for ignorance. And you saw that when some of these young people talk about issues, you know, and I keep saying, nothing is more dangerous than half knowledge. You know, that knowledge that you brag about, that you know everything when you don't know anything. And that is what social media has come to promote. So with 140 characters, somebody can just tell you that he knows literature more than Wole Soyinka. And rubbish him. And then he will have 1,400 people saying, wow, yes, we support you. Whereas he has never read the foreword of a book before, written by Shino Achebe or Soyinka. So that's the problem. The attack on education, you know, and this is global, because this came through the World Bank and the IMF policies that say, oh, you know, why subsidize education? But guess what? The same IMF and World Bank that said education should not be free in Africa, in Nigeria in particular, are now the ones hiring our doctors and nurses to come and take care of them after COVID. You get my point? If you are a nurse in Nigeria, you apply to go and work in the UK, they will even pay you Uber from your house to go to the airport because you are hotly needed. What have they done? They've removed all the doctors and nurses that should be taking care of us. And had we continued with free compulsory education that was started in the 80s, that sent me into school, Nigeria will have enough doctors now, not just for Nigeria, but for those who might want to leave. But what the attack on education has done is that Nigeria has only been able to produce 42,000 doctors for 200 million people. Whereas the per capita of nurses alone in the US is over 2-point-something million nurses, like highly qualified nurses, for 350 million people.
Okay.
Yes, so we have 42,000 doctors. Go and do your Google search and see how many doctors in America. And America doesn't even have enough. They still have to import doctors from Nigeria, India, Pakistan, Philippines, anywhere they could find doctors and nurses. So I'm just giving that as an example of why it came. What you're seeing now is as a result, in particular, of attack on education.
Okay.
Yes.
So you think
affordable
education is the main factors why? Okay. But if you look at the elections in Nigeria,
yes,
with the way we see how it was hijacked and everything, we see the people that hijacked the election were not actually the old cabals, were not actually the old people that we are trying to take out from the power. It's still the same youth. Is it the same people that we are fighting for?
Well, you have to understand where they are with election rigging. They have actually, if you pay attention to it, they are no longer after ballot papers anymore. They don't need the thugs to hijack ballot papers. They might need the thugs once in a while to create an atmosphere to scare people and demobilize people from going to vote. But where the real rigging takes place, or selection takes place now, I don't want you to be calling it election, it's selection, is after people have finished voting. It's within the collation centers. And those ones don't even need thugs. It's when you have gone to sleep that they use their calculator to manipulate things. And by the time you wake up in the morning, the guy who was winning has lost. And when you shout, they say, go to court. But don't forget, over the years, they have also populated the courts with their families, friends, and relatives. And there's no way you can get justice from Nigerian court system. It's not possible. They are just courts that are living in buildings. They are not courts of justice.
Okay. All right. So, hello viewers. We like to go on a short break right now, and I think we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
This is going to blow your mind. With Koollife Cinematic Studio, we've got you covered. All-in-one services, cinematic photo, video, and drone shots, giving your attendees a unique perspective. Step into the future with our 360 photo booth, creating immersive 360-degree photos. Need music that keeps the energy high? Our DJ sets fit your event perfectly. Want to broadcast live? Koollife offers top-notch live streaming services. Let's make your next event unforgettable with Koollife. At Koollife Studio, we are a multimedia business that covers the most important moments in your event. Whether it's a wedding, a movie, a podcast, a music video, or any special event, we bring your vision to life with stunning cinematography. Our team of experts captures every detail, making your memories feel like a Hollywood film. Our studio space is available for hire for your TV show or studio photo shoot. We train interested cinematographers and hire casual workers. Book now and get 50% off today. Contact us today, koollifetv.com.
Get an affordable website, logo, and business card within 72 hours. You don't need to break the bank for a stunning website and logo. At Koollife Multimedia, we believe every small business deserves a shot at greatness. Our affordable SEO, SMO, domain name, and hosting packages. Get your NDIS disability websites, drop shipping, e-commerce, restaurant, and salon booking websites today. Get your business name, ABN, business contents and policy, and business social media pages, brochures, and flyers now. We can also create a job CVs, cover letters, and letterheads. Our team of creative wizards is here to bring your vision to life. We can boost your website and promote your business.
Koollife Multimedia is your one-stop shop for all things business growth, dynamic digital marketing, and expert business coaching that fine-tunes your strategies. Our team knows exactly what your business needs to thrive. We provide top-notch services that won't break the bank.
Contact us today at www.koollifemultimedia.com.
Secure your home and business with a smart AI CCTV camera by Koollife, affordable CCTV and alarm systems. Without breaking the bank, we offers top-notch features at an unbeatable price, ensuring your peace of mind 24/7. Why choose Koollife Tech? Smart AI cameras have an affordable price, fast installation, payment installment option, are easy to use, and have a month warranty. Pay $499.99 today and get 2 cameras with installation and phone configuration. Pay $999.99 today and get 3 cameras with a monitoring tablet, mini solar, installation, and phone configuration. Tomorrow price is different. Grab this promo deal now. Monitor every corner of your home and business with high-def.
If your event needs a touch of magic, look no further.
Koollife Karaoke and AV Sets is here to transform your celebration.
At Koollife AV Equipment Rentals, we're all about turning ordinary events into unforgettable experiences.
Elevate your events with Koollife Big TV and LED screen equipment.
Whether it's a live streaming Xbox and PlayStation game set, we've got you covered.
Our services include wedding entrance display signs, pre-recorded video wishes,
overflow external display, birthday party slideshows, seminars and workshops,
product displays, and indoor karaoke nights, mobile DJ speakers to get the party started, smoke machines and disco lights for that ultimate party vibe,
high-quality karaoke equipment for an unforgettable experience,
such as karaoke software and karaoke music library,
360 photo booth. Give us a ring at 047-275-1662 or visit koollifemultimedia.com to get started.
Let's make your event unforgettable with Koollife Multimedia AV Sets, where the fun never stops.
Welcome to the Billionaire Mentor Club. We're here to guide you on the path to financial freedom and success. From AI profits to Forex and cryptocurrency trading, stock investments, and even TikTok shops, we've got it all covered. Imagine monetizing your social media, becoming a top influencer, or mastering digital marketing. With our expert mentors, you'll learn the secrets to passive income and strategic investments. But that's not all. Our coaching extends to cybersecurity mentorship and skills development for both children and adults. Join a community of over 7,000 investors and 1,000 mentors worldwide, all dedicated to helping you succeed. Take the first step towards your future success today. Visit www.billionairementor.au and unlock your potential with Billionaire Mentor Coaching. Your journey to financial freedom starts now.
Hello viewers, welcome back to your show. As we have our guest here right now in the United States. So this is the person, Omoyele Sowore. And now, welcome back. And so now we're gonna go into personal right now, because I believe you're also a woman, and apart from these political things you've been doing, you also have a family, you have a wife, and I believe that you have to make a lot of huge sacrifice. You know, it's not just about you. You know, and I believe she also part of this journey. She's part of this revolution and everything. She supports you. She'll be behind the scene. So we have to give her the credit. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Omoyele Sowore and your children. So we're going personal now in that very short. And how did you want to describe your wife during this journey, since you started this taking back Nigeria?
My wife is very political. She doesn't like politics. In fact, if you monitored very well in 2018 and 2019, my wife didn't feature at all, because she told me she will kill me if I put her picture out. She doesn't want to get involved. She's in Nigeria. She was born in the US. She went back to school in Nigeria and came back to the US and lived here ever since. So I met her in the US.
Okay, good.
But you know, I've always known that there's somebody for everybody out there.
Yeah.
It's just a question of finding the person.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in 2019 when I got into big trouble. My wife stepped up to the plate. She even surprised me when I was hearing about what she was doing, and then later when I got out of detention, I saw videos of her interviews, position. I was surprised. I thought my wife had been spying on me, you know. She was almost a better politician than I thought. She was articulate. She proved that she understood what I was doing, but pretended that she didn't know that. But most importantly, she stepped up to the plate in taking care of my kids. And my kids were at the formative age when I was arrested. My daughter, when I was arrested, was I think 12 years old or 13. My son was 9 years old. I was the second tallest person in the house when I was arrested, my wife being taller. By the time I came back, I became the shortest person in the house. These two other guys haven't become taller than myself and my wife. So she became the father and mother of these two kids. And she did way beyond my expectation, and I'm completely grateful to her for being such a great woman. And I just think, like I said, that she knew what the cause was. She maintained her own part, but when it was time to show leadership, she did way better than anybody I could have imagined. Yes.
All right. That's just because we know behind the scene, we know everybody will be talking about.
She's no longer behind the scene.
No, I'm just
she's
saying,
now she's now front and back and side of everything.
Because people are just putting much attention on you. I know but at the same time, there's someone.
A lot of people didn't even know that I was married.
Yeah.
Before I got arrested.
Yeah, because
so it was when she pulled out of the shadows that everybody started saying, "Oh, so that's Sowore's wife."
Yeah. Okay.
I think that helped me a lot, because she mobilized not just the diaspora, but a lot of the American public and political personalities who eventually intervened in my matter and got it resolved faster than I thought.
Okay. And people likes to know, apart from this political thing, because you have your life before politics, and you're the kind of person that don't even like politics in the first place. But now people would like to know that what is your sport? What kind of sport do you like?
I'm a long distance runner.
Oh, I will be seeing that.
Yeah, and I swim.
And you swim, especially where you come from, Nigeria.
So I'm a swimmer. I'm a long distance runner. Those are the two major sports I do. But I used to play soccer. But like many of you who might be watching me, my father hated soccer. There are three things my father hated in life when I was growing up. And he hated me playing soccer.
Okay.
And he said I would never allow my child to join the military.
Yeah.
He hated military rule or the military service or services at that time. And thirdly, he hated Lagos.
Yeah.
So, but I ended up in Lagos. So, because as you know, two sets of kids are the most difficult to control. The children of teachers and children of priests. We are always wayward. Whatever our father said don't do. My father is a teacher.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, my father was my teacher both in primary and secondary school.
Okay. So what is your best color?
Blue.
Blue.
I like light blue in particular.
How about your best food?
Oh, I would say, I like pounded yam a lot, coming from Ondo State. If it goes with egusi, but these days I don't know what's going on with egusi. Every time I eat it, it runs my stomach. So I still do pounded yam with. There's a soup in Ondo State. It's very yes. It's called marubo.
Marubo.
It's I think it's green soup. And there's one that we eat once a year. It's called bokolisa.
Bokolisa.
Yes. If you can get that, you're good with pounded yam.
With pounded yam.
And there's a particular fufu in our area called pupuru.
Okay.
I love it a lot. So.
Are you a seafood person or meat or chicken?
I like seafood.
Seafood. And how about fruit?
Fruit?
Yeah.
I like pears.
Pears, okay. How about me? Drinks?
Drinks, water.
Water, okay. How about music?
Music, I like Afrobeat music.
Afrobeat music.
Not Afrobeats, but Afro. I like Afrobeat, not the new one. I'm talking about Fela type of Afrobeat and reggae.
And reggae.
I like reggae, and I like traditional Asiko music.
Okay.
Yes.
So how about movies?
Movies. I'm not a movie person, but I like the comedy genre and documentaries or docu-movies. Yes.
So and how about car? What kind of car do you?
I'm not a car person, Okay. I'll drive anything that will take me to my destination.
Okay, people have been saying that you're a very intellectual person. What kind of books? What is that one book that has changed that transformed your life?
I used to hate self-help books, but when I was in detention, there was this guy's book I read. I think his name is Malcolm Gladwell, that I thought was transformative.
What was the title of the book?
I can't remember. You know, I'm not gonna make it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, which one of the book that you know you've read?
I would say like the one that has some of the most impact on me was Mandela's book, Long Walk to Freedom. Because it was like you know, a lot of chapters I felt like I was the one they were referring to.
Okay.
But I'm not in any way comparing myself with Mandela.
All right.
Yes, but yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about tech now quickly. Are you an iPhone person or Android?
You know, I mostly use iPhone. Yeah.
You use the iPhone.
Yeah.
So, how about when it comes to computer? Are you a Apple, Mac computer, or Microsoft?
I use Mac. Yeah.
You use Mac. Okay.
Yeah,
so let's talk about car. SUV car or sport car?
You know, I don't have guilty pleasures with cars. You know, I don't want to.
How about bike?
All right, I have a bike. I have a bicycle.
You have a bicycle.
And I used to ride motorbike. When I was 12 years old.
Okay.
So my favorite was Suzuki.
Oh, Suzuki.
Suzuki 100.
Wow. So I know life have changed now.
Yeah.
We have something we call hydronic car. We have something we call electric car and gas car. Which one is your?
If I were to buy a car that I can
car?
afford, I would buy an electric car.
Electric car.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Something like a BTD.
I support.
Or Tesla.
I'm not going to buy a Tesla because
right now
I
there's
can't
this Chinese
afford.
brand now that has take over Tesla.
I'll just buy the cheapest one that's available.
Okay.
Because of my own environmental consciousness.
Oh, that's beautiful. So now let's go to about cars driving. Automatic or manual car?
I'll just do manual.
Oh, you prefer manual?
Yeah.
Manual.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I always feel like it's lazy to drive a car and just sit there and not do anything. You know? An automatic car keeps you engaged.
Okay.
I like engagement.
Okay, now
I don't have one right now, but that's how I actually learned how to drive.
Okay.
And I would love to have one again.
All right. So this leads us to what we call self-driving car. So what do you think about self-driving? Will you allow? What do you think about self-driving car? So can you?
I'll prefer one so that I don't get cell phone tickets anymore.
Oh. Okay. And also maybe probably you can take your coffee whereby the car is just driving.
Yeah, and I can be sending text messages and I can do things while the car is driving.
While the car is driving.
Yeah. I mean, if you can fly on a plane that is made by autopilot, why don't we have a self-driving car? I can't wait to have one.
Yeah, I know you're a man and most men can do what's this next question, which is, can you open your bonnet in 1 minute?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I know where it is.
Yeah, I know you can check, but you know, this question always
I've done car bonnets, I can change my tires. I can I can locate the jack and
I know, but for some people like they don't, especially West Country, they just call whatever.
I can do that.
Okay, so back to traveling. I know you've traveled a lot. Traveling by sea, traveling by plane, and travel by train. Which one do you prefer?
You know, if the fast enough trains, I'll probably prefer trains if it's affordable.
Okay.
I love any form of transportation system that affords me scenery.
Yeah.
Allow me to see so many places, you know. And the train affords you that. You can ride over a river, the next moment you're entering a mountain.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing lush green vegetation.
Yeah.
Better than you might if you're on a bus, because the bus only get to a certain point and then they can't go any further. So I'm hoping that I'll still be alive when I have the Hyperloop train.
Okay.
I can go to Lagos in 6 hours.
Okay. All right. Back to this question. The last question is like, if you, your name is Sowore, right? Your surname is Sowore.
Yes, that's my last name.
Your last name is Sowore. So now, without pause, can you pronounce Sowore reverse in 5 seconds?
Yes.
Action.
It's ERWOS.
Yeah, you missed it.
EROWOS.
You missed it. Yeah. It actually is EROWOS.
Yes.
All right, that's very fun. I know the topic is not that very odd. So now back to the last questions because of time. And what do you think about this new national anthem in Nigeria?
Oh, I don't. As much I do about nothing.
Because there was a video that came out when Tinubu were actually talking about changing of Nigerian national anthem. So when he flashed back to me that this election be fixed, that...
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
And they solve the problem. When I was a student union leader in the 90s, we were using the old national anthem to rebel against the current national anthem.
Yeah.
So I think Nigerian leaders have figured out how to distract Nigerians. You know, whenever they know that they want to do bad things, they just give you one topic to be arguing about for 3 weeks. And at the end of the day, it's nothing. The problem of Nigeria is not a national anthem. It's national constitution. Until they change that, you know, this is why people like us should be in a position of authority.
Yeah.
If I'm president of Nigeria, I'll change the constitution first. I'll change the lazy flag. I'll probably also figure out to change Nigeria's name. So that was given to us by prostitutes. That was Lord Lugard's girlfriend who said Niger area. That's pretty much what Nigeria means. And the national anthem is something that the primary school students can help us do. Sounds nothing. You know, we have a lot of musicians who can get us a nice, beautiful national anthem. We don't have to go to the colonial one. But you know, national anthem is not your problem.
It's not the problem of Nigeria at this time.
But they know how to distract you. You know, it's okay. We have been arguing about national anthem now for 2 weeks.
All right.
And then the national wage is still minimum. Employment is still minimum. You know, if they want to bring old things back, let them bring back the
way Nigeria is before.
Yeah, no. Let's even start with the price of petrol.
Yeah. So we have traveled. I've traveled around Europe, traveled now Americans, and I've seen so far like our people from the southeast, which means the Igbos, and I see that a lot of it, to be honest with you, because on this show it's all about real hard talk. Like, I've seen 99.9 Igbos outside Nigerians consider themselves as Biafran.
Yes.
And even the people that travel within the East also, almost 90% of Igbo in the East don't believe in Nigeria. They consider themselves as Biafran. Do you have any thoughts on that?
The solution, or the best way to understand it, is that 90% of Nigerians have mentally seceded from Nigeria. It has nothing to do with Igbos.
It has nothing to do with Yoruba, the Benin, the Calabar.
Just
how about the Northern?
Let's go and ask Noah to bring an ark to Nigeria that can take everybody. There will be nobody left except the guy who will remove the anchor of the ark. Nobody, including senators. Everybody will leave because Nigeria is just not the kind of place to be for normal human beings. But that is not to downplay the importance of the Biafran agitation. And it was that there was war that wiped out over 3 million people. It was an unjust, unfair, and cruel war against the Igbos because they didn't want to be in this Nigeria as far back as the 60s.
The first marriage.
Exactly. And they wanted to leave, and we went and killed as many of them as possible and claimed that we are now united. And only to realize that we only put a band-aid over the wound. The wound was still there, and it's got gangrene. And you just can't kill people and flog them, dehumanize them, refuse to reintegrate them, and expect them to just be loving you. You know, it doesn't matter how your wife might love you if you keep brutalizing her every day, marginalizing her, and reducing her integrity to nothing. One day you come back home and she's left. And that's what the Nigerian nation is finding out about Biafrans. They came back to Nigeria and the Biafrans have left. And instead of realizing that they were wrong, they are still applying more unreasonable, stupid and idiotic solutions to the problem by arresting and detaining someone like Kanu. You have no business detaining him.
Exactly.
When he was just expressing himself. That they're tired of Nigeria. Who is not tired of Nigeria? Almost nobody. Everybody's tired of Nigeria. No, there's nobody who won't be tired of this burdensome nation or country known as Nigeria.
Okay. There's one thing also we try to discover about the problem of Nigeria is regarding to the electricity, which is, like you said before, the major of Nigeria. If you give Nigeria electricity 24 hours, Nigeria will transform on its own. But I discovered that Nigeria itself has generated Nigeria by themselves, by creating borehole by themselves, secret by themselves. Because one of the research that scientists will find out that why reason why a lot of people have been come, because we see now 70-80% of students in Nigeria right now, they are cultists. Because after our research was like, that is the only security that can give them guarantee in their community. Because by the time you call police,
no, you are talking. So you are talking about students.
Yeah,
you are missing it. Yeah, the streets have been taken over by gangs.
Yeah, by gangs.
And this was where America used to be. It used to be the mob. This whole area in New York used to be controlled by the mob, the hotels, unions. Yes. Chicago used to be the home of the mob. That's where Nigeria is now. You can't enter any street in Nigeria without a cult gang being in charge. You know, either they're killing themselves or controlling
particular
territory.
Yeah.
So it's real, and it's, you know, there's no excuse for it. But the general excuse is that everybody is just fending for him or herself.
Yeah.
Because
protecting themselves, because the government
the country that cannot. But in the process, the protection is still going to take your life.
Yeah.
Because this time you take the life of one side, the other side will retaliate. So it's just like everybody getting blinded by
because when the poor people,
yes.
when the poor people are struggling, call police. It's hardly for police to get them. Because we have the story that there's no fuel in the car.
I've said it, and I said it recently. Nigeria technically don't have a government.
Yeah.
So because police is part of security is one of the major duties of government.
So the police have been assigned for the musicians, for the Senate, for the.
If you see a Yahoo boy, as they call them, you might have 50 policemen, and there's no policemen. There's no 50 policemen to protect communities of people that are raided by bandits every night. You know, or terrorists, or kidnappers, armed robbers. It's Nigeria technically doesn't have a government. I'm serious.
There's a country called Gambia, which I think I've been there before. There's something in Senegal also. If you go to Ghana, we have 3 basics of life: electricity, access to clean water, and security. Nigeria don't have that.
Nigeria, see, I wanted to get to electricity earlier. That's the basic. Until Nigeria gets it right with electricity, anybody pouring foreign investment in Nigeria, carrying factories to Nigeria to be built, the person is pouring water inside a gaping basket. You know, it's a bottomless pit. You are wasting your time, because those are the fundamentals.
How about farming? How about Guinness?
Coca-Cola.
We have all those.
Guinness doesn't need electricity to get you drunk.
But those factories,
they are making
trillions.
But you know, don't you see that there's a correlation between getting drunk and poverty and misery?
How about like Dangote?
Dangote is just taking care of himself, using his relationship with the political class.
How about ShopRite?
Those ones.
But these are also investment in Nigeria. And
those ones are. But ask yourself, where does the investment profit go to? Does it stay in Nigeria? MTN in 1 year took over $12 billion out of Nigeria. You know, they repatriated the wealth, their profits, with the collusion they colluded with Nigerian authorities. They're not for you.
Yeah.
You know, I just came from Nigeria. When I take my phone to Nigeria, it can't back up for a month because of the kind of scam internet they have there. When I arrive here at the airport, the backup is less than 3 seconds. I mean, I won't say 5 minutes.
Yeah.
My phone backs up automatically. As soon as I'm landing, the moment it sees my T-Mobile, in fact, it starts backing up from the plane.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, I have 6 different internet sources. I have like 4 dongles in my pocket. I have 2 phones. I have internet. You can't get it because all of it is a scam.
Yeah.
Because the regulators are in bed with those who they are supposed to monitor, and they are all collecting bribe and engaging in corruption. So they overlook, you know, the activities of these companies.
Yeah.
So there's no company that would not like in Nigeria to go and make quick profit.
Yeah.
But back to electricity, until you have it, part of the reason why internet is expensive in Nigeria is electricity, because every mobile company must provide a generator to power their tower.
Yeah.
Where does that happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Oh wow. Wow. That's very, very deep. And well, anyway, thank you for having this time, you know, all the way you make your time available for us, and I will see the passion that you have in Nigeria. So, the last topic we want to talk about is about the party. There's a party called AAC,
African Action Congress. Yes.
So now, what is the way forward for the party?
The party is.
We're having some rumors like the party has been divided. There has been hijack.
No, it was in 2019, immediately after the election, they hijacked the party. The government used one of the party leaders to hijack it, and while I was in detention, they took over the party. But when I got out of detention, we fought back, went to court. We are fully back in control of the party.
Okay.
But I will tell you that the next thing is they want to deregister the party. Yes, they are working very hard to deregister.
And is that possible for them to do that?
Well, the law allows them to deregister a party.
Oh,
if the party hasn't won any
national. Really?
Position.
Every party.
But in our own case, we made it clear to them that since the government connived with those who hijacked the party for 3 years, they must deduct the 3 years from their own records.
Yeah.
Because the party, according to the Court of Appeal, was not in the hands of the legitimate owners for 3 years. So if they try anything to register, we'll fight back. And I'm not going to tell you how we'll fight back, but they know us.
Okay.
Because this is a political party of the future.
Okay.
Yes, it is not a party that is for sale.
Okay.
It's not a party, it's a grounded, ideologically revolutionary party.
Yeah.
There's no type of it in Nigeria's history.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not bragging.
All right.
That's where we are.
We're about to run that now. And for the purpose of our audience, if people want to be part of the party and they want to contribute, they want to support, they want to voluntarily or be part of it, how can they get access to the party? Because some people are finding it difficult to access the website, also even the social media. We have so many AAC or whatever. I'm
not aware that the website has been worked on, and you can register on the website. Just go to aacparty.org.
Okay.
You can register on it, and if you have any problems, you can always DM me on Facebook, or my DM is open.
Okay. Are you contesting for the next election?
Are you
because people are expecting maybe you're tired or you're scared.
No, I can't be tired. I stayed in Nigeria for 5 years.
Yeah.
I could have run away if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Exclusive at koollifetv.com.
I don't want to answer hypothetical question. I'm not a politician who does, who comes around every 4 years.
Yeah. So
no, I'm around and I'm on ground.
Okay.
Like I said, a revolutionary party doesn't wait for 4 years to get to liberation.
Yeah.
We don't wait. So that's where we are.
Okay.
And
so which means Nigeria should expect that you are not getting tired. Omoyele Sowore is not getting tired. Nigerians, the youth, wait for him. He's coming back, and he's still.
There's not even an issue of coming back. I didn't go anywhere in the first place.
Okay.
Since I joined politics, I have not.
And some of the court cases that you have regarding to do you think they're not gonna use it against you that you can't qualify to run?
No, I'm not convicted of any crime.
Okay.
So they tried to. That was the reason. Even when I was restricted to Abuja, I ran for presidency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's and all the restrictions have been lifted.
Okay.
But that's not to say that they won't come after me again. Don't get it wrong.
Okay.
We are in a battle, and I'm sure we will win. We'll defeat these old guards.
All right.
And liberate our country.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Omoyele Sowore.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And thank you for the crew behind the scene. Thank you, Babangida. We say shout out to you, Babangida.
Yes.
Babangida, thank you very much.
Not the bad Babangida.
Not the other Babangida. Babangida, shout out to Babangida behind the camera. Babangida, come. Let us see your face.
Yes.
Let us see your face.
This is authentic.
No, bring your phone. Let us see your face.
Yes,
That's Babangida behind the scene.
This
Thank
is
you
real.
for hosting us. Thank you for hosting us in New York, right?
Yes,
where are we? In New York?
Yes.
New York City, baby.
Yeah.
What do you want to say about your president?
I believe in him.
Okay.
I've been following him. I will be the first person on that front line to make Nigeria great again.
Oh,
wow.
All right. Thank you very much, Babangida. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please see you again.
So this way? Yeah. Go straight, yeah. Go straight. Keep just going straight. Thank you so much.
much. Let me take a picture.
No, I said sorry.
Yes, selfie. Yes, sir.
This is gonna blow your mind. With Koollife Cinematic Studio, we've got you covered to increase multicultural awareness in the community. You're part of something bigger now. At Koollife Community Support, we're on a mission to boost multicultural awareness in mental health, domestic violence, educative dialogue, youth empowerment, migration challenges, cybersecurity, law-abiding awareness, community policing, prison outreach, scammer awareness, disability music workshops, Operation Catch the Young. At our community support, addressing domestic violence is crucial for ensuring the safety and well-being of community members. It involves raising awareness, providing support to victims, and educating people about prevention. Our parental awareness is crucial for building strong, supportive communities. It helps parents recognize and address their children's needs, fostering healthier development and well-being. We create awareness about your protection because scammer awareness is essential for a safe and secure community. Koollife Community Music Therapy is a powerful tool for fostering emotional well-being and social connections in our community. It helps reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, while promoting relaxation and positive emotions. Koollife Community Policing is crucial for fostering trust and collaboration between law enforcement and residents. It promotes safety by encouraging police officers to engage with the community, understand its needs, and work together to solve problems. Are you looking for a house or a job? If you're struggling with rental issues, we've got your back. We advocate for tenants in privately rented accommodations to ensure they meet their tenancy agreements and responsibilities. Our youth empowerment is key to building vibrant, resilient communities. By providing young people with the skills, resources, and opportunities they need, we foster their growth and potential. Empowered youth are more likely to engage positively in their communities, drive social change, and inspire others. It's about nurturing the leaders of tomorrow and ensuring they have a voice today. For more information, please visit www.koollifecommunitysupport.org. Together, we're stronger.
Yes, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and comment on this video. You are welcome to #1 multicultural channel in Australia, and I would like you to be our next guest on this show. Contact us today and we'll give you more information about our training packages. If you want to be part of these multimedia courses, if you want to join us, if you want to learn about filmmaking, you want to become an actress, you want to become a model, you want to learn about cinematography, you want to become a colorist, you want to become a photographer, or you want to become a videographer, you want to know how to fly drones, please contact us. We have a package how to train you. DM us, we'll tell you. We teach you about online digital marketing, we teach you about content productions, and we teach you about skits, we teach you about most everything about multimedia. We are here for you. Or probably you also want to learn how to design a logo, or probably you even want to learn how to design a website, or probably you even want to design how to design a business card by yourself. We can teach you some basic things about graphics designs, about motion designs, about still design, about 3D design. We are here for you at Koollife Multimedia. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video. We'll be waiting for you at the next video.